Blueberry Network.
Yo. September 1995. The leaves started changing colors. The nights got longer. The streets got colder. And somewhere in Springfield, everybody had a story.
Seen the sun fall slow behind the city skyline. Kids on the corner thinking one day it'd be their time. North End dreams riding through the autumn breeze, while the old heads sit and talk beneath the dying trees. Cops cruise slowly down the avenue at night. Helicopters in the distance with a spotlight bright.
Yo, it's your girl Tasha Rogers, and baby, welcome back to Springfield. The leaves might be falling, but the drama, honey, it's just getting started. 3 months done passed since blood hit the Harambe Festival, and this city still ain't healed. Streets talking, crews plotting, cops scrambling, and old wounds opening right back up. The summer heat may be gone, but trust me, the pressure ain't. Everybody carrying secrets, grudges, and unfinished business. As the days get shorter and the nights get longer, one thing's for sure, ain't nobody sleeping easy. This is the 413, Volume 2, The Hollows of Fall.
Volume 2, The Hollows of Fall. Chapter 1, Shorter Days and Longer Nights. Scene 1. It's been 3 months since the murder of Malik Dukes at the Harambe Festival, the fight between Sergeant Riker and Detective Bunsen, and when the City of Guns find out Tyshawn's suicide was really a murder cover-up. Tyrell Woods and Royce Collins, the inmate Tyrell got to kill Tyshawn, stood trial and were both sentenced to 10 years for their involvement in Tyshawn's murder. The judge added 10 years to Royce's 6-year sentence that he was already serving for a gun charge. Sergeant Riker and Maurice were both suspended after they fight pending investigations by IAD. But after the killing of Malik by a sniper, the investigation stalled and eventually shut down. Any further investigations into their pending cases were dropped. The hunt for Jalen and Selena also took a backseat after Malik was shot and killed. Malik's death and the way it happened shook the entire city and put it in a tight chokehold. It's fall season and the cold is here, but don't think for 1 second that the heat from the summer is gone, because at the end of the day, the streets don't take days off for timeouts. It's go time every day. Larry took Michael's advice and used the money to get Duke's spot up and running, something he and Malik were supposed to work on together. But that's how life goes. One day you're here, and the next day you're gone. Jalen and the rest of the crew kept doing business with Lexi and BWA and started expanding into Chicopee, a new spot that Jalen had his eyes on. But there's just one thing. There's already a whole family called the Militia that controls the meth and moonshine market in Chicopee, and they don't like outsiders crossing into their backyard. So you already know this gonna be a problem. Volume 2 will see new players and old faces emerge from the shadows of the fall nights, so buckle up and get ready. Agawam, 8 a.m., the Crazy Boy's house. Scott Waugh is wide awake in the kitchen, making breakfast for the house. He got bacon and sausage frying on the stove, toast in the toaster, and scrambled eggs cooking. The smell of breakfast is waking up the rest of the house.
Everybody wake the fuck up. It's time to eat.
Brian, Ethan, and Charlie all hear the yell from their rooms and know it's time to get up and get the day started. They all come downstairs one by one and sit at the table.
Man, I needed this, Scott.
Yeah, it's been a while since I had breakfast. We've been on go ever since we started selling Coke. That was the idea. Step our game up and stack this money up.
That war that started out in Springfield saved our asses, because those detectives that wanted 10,000 just to do business out there had too much on their hands to collect.
Everything's been on easy street ever since then, Scott. So why can't we relax?
Scott looks at Charlie with a sharp stare.
Because we have other problems to think about other than paying a tax to some detectives out in Springfield. Those West Side Bulldog pussies have been selling coke, weed, and pills to some of our customers. Now we have people going to the West Side getting their coke when they should be getting their coke right here in A-Town.
We also have to worry about this new commissioner and the detectives that are now part of the police department. We might not be able to buy them off.
Charlie stares Ethan down with a cold look.
New or not, they still have to go through my father.
Agawam Police Department, Commissioner's Office.
Kevin Dawson is Agawam's newly sworn-in commissioner and the town's first Black American commissioner. Kevin Dawson got a lot on his plate and a lot of odds stacked against him. The department is littered with corruption from the last commissioner. Once Kevin was sworn in, he took action by firing almost his entire staff and bringing in new detectives to help him clean up the mess. There's only one problem. The mayor was also involved in the corruption, especially when it came to his son, Charlie Weeks, and the Crazy Boys.
Listen, I'm new blood here, so there will be a lot of pushback when it comes to making them changes to clean up this fucking mess that was left for me.
Just know I support you with any changes that you feel need to be made here.
There's a knock on the door.
You can come in.
Lieutenant Stone is on the dirty side of the law. He helps keep the Crazy Boys out of jail whenever they break the law. Lieutenant Johnny Stone enters. Lieutenant Stone walks in and takes a seat in front of Dodson's desk.
I know we haven't worked to get along, but I need a lot of the officers who were here before me to help guide this department back from the cesspool we're in now.
I don't see anything that needs to be fixed. We don't need a cowboy to come clean up the town. This town never needed any fixing.
Captain Wells steps forward with her arms folded.
The commissioner asked you to help us clean this department up, and that's exactly what you're going to do. That'll be all, Lieutenant Stone.
Lieutenant Stone gets up and leaves Commissioner Dawson's office.
Scene 2, 79 Elm Street, the Bulldog spot.
The Bulldogs are the crew straight out of West Springfield, aka West Side. They are led by Ryan Sharp, a nigga who's all about that paper and won't let anything or anybody get in the way of him and his people's hustle. The Bulldogs are Lance Briggs, Timothy Dawkins, Marlon Jones, Shelley Hudson, and Patricia Kelly. They fuck with coke, dope, and pills. They also have a long-standing beef with the Crazy Boys out in Agawam. It's a beef that started with sports and eventually turned into street beef once the Crazy Boys started selling coke and making a name for themselves. Before that, it was the Bulldogs who were serving the coke heads, dope fiends, and pill poppers in Agawam. But once Scott and the rest of TCB blew up, all that pretty much stopped.
Yo, Lance, I need you to take these 3 ounces to that bitch Cheryl Lee. She paged me 3 times about that shit.
Where's she stay at again?
She over there in A-Town. She lives in Shibley Court.
Yo, Lance, let me roll with you, fam. After we drop these packs off, let's stop at Licor's Pizza. I'm hungry as fuck, my nigga.
Nigga, you always hungry.
Yo, bring me back a steak and cheese grinder.
I'ma go with y'all too. Y'all are getting me hungry with all this food talk.
Alright, let's bounce.
Lance, Marlon, and Shelley all walk out of the house, get into Lance's SUV, and roll out.
West Springfield, aka West Side.
West Springfield is the other Springfield across the 3 main bridges from Springfield. It's a small town with big problems and a lot of drugs. Mayor Sean Riley, along with Commissioner Denise Clark, have been working together to get rid of all the drugs and drug dealers from their town. But the drug war is one war that never ends. When one dealer goes down, another one emerges. The West Springfield Police Commanding Officers consist of Commissioner Denise Clark, Captain Jason Hawk, Lieutenant Dave Harris, and Sergeant Johnny Banner. The Narcotics Team consists of Detective Damian Morrison and Detective Chad Miller. The Homicide Team consists of Detective Abby Coles and Detective Tony Leone. Chad and Damian are a duo you don't want to fuck around with. Chad is a cold, ruthless cop, and Damian would take your shit and ask you what you gonna do about it. These two brothers don't play any games. Tony and Abby are more about the badge and doing the right thing, but they won't go against the shield when it comes to one of their own.
Springfield Street, Agawam, Massachusetts.
Lance, Marlon, and Shelley are on the road heading to Shibley Court to drop off a package. They ride up Springfield Street, past Stanley's Soft Serve, see the Shibley Court sign, take a right, and park in a parking space.
Yo, I'll be right back.
Lance gets out of his truck and walks over to the apartment buildings to serve Cheryl her 3 ounces of coke. Lance knocks on the door.
Who the hell is it?
It's Lance. Open the damn door.
Cheryl opens the door and Lance walks in. He sits down on the couch and Cheryl sits down in a wooden rocking chair.
663 Main Street, Agawam. The Crazy Boys house.
The Crazy Boys have all finished breakfast. Brian and Charlie are in the basement getting product in order for the day, while Scott and Ethan are planning on taking a ride out to serve one of their customers in Shibley Court. This ain't looking good, Scott yells down to the basement.
Yo, Brian, we're taking off to go see Doug.
Scott and Ethan walk out of the house, get into Scott's car, and take a ride to see Doug.
Springfield Street, Feeding Hills, Bruno's Pizza.
Detectives Mitch, Killer Greenwell, and Josh Murder Tucker are 2 of the toughest detectives in the department. They don't give a fuck who you are or who your mommy and daddy are. They only care about 3 things: money, power, and respect. They sitting down talking while eating pizza.
This little town ain't ready for us, my nigga. Bunch of soft-ass suburb white boys with money.
These clowns are about to learn why they can't just do whatever the fuck they want anymore. We run this shit. These motherfuckers just live here.
We just gotta be low about it. We can't be loud or draw any attention to ourselves, or it'll all come crashing down on our heads. You feel me?
Once we press these boys, they'll fall in line and give us what we want. They ain't ready for us.
Yo, after we done, let's take a ride round and see what we can find out here.
Say no more.
Springfield Street, Scott and Ethan.
Scott and Ethan are on their way to Shibley Court to serve a custody. Lance, Shelley, and Marlon are also at Shibley Court. Things could get ugly in a minute. Scott and Ethan pull into the apartment complex. Scott sees Marlon and Shelley sitting in the car waiting for Lance to come back out.
The fuck are these punk-ass motherfuckers doing here?
Looks like they're waiting for somebody. They can't just come into our town whenever they fucking feel like it.
They pull into the same parking lot where Marlon and Shelley are waiting. Marlon looks over and see them park.
Oh shit, look. It's these clown-ass white boys, Scott and bitch-ass Ethan.
You got your heat on you?
Nah, we don't need that for these clowns.
Marlon gets out of the car and leans against it with his arms folded. Scott and Ethan get out of Scott's car and walk over to Marlon.
Who the fuck told you boys you could step foot in our town? Don't you have a ghetto to worry about back home?
The fuck you say to me, white boy? You wanna die? Fuck you, pussy.
Ethan runs up on Marlon and swings. He hits Marlon in the face. Marlon shakes it off, charges at Ethan, picks him up, slams him to the ground, and starts punching Ethan in the ribs. As that is happening, Lance comes out of Cheryl's apartment and hears yelling. He sees Marlon whooping Ethan's ass. He sees Scott about to jump in, runs up on him, stops him, and punches Scott in the throat, making Scott cough up blood. A neighbor comes out of a white duplex with a cordless phone, threatening to call the police.
Get the fuck off them! Get the fuck out of here now!
She dials 911.
911, what's your emergency?
I need police and an ambulance to come right now to Shibley Court. There's 2 black guys beating on these 2 boys in the parking lot.
We'll send someone over there immediately.
The phone call ends.
The police are coming, you motherfuckers! Yo, let's get the fuck up out of here. The boys are coming.
Yo, let's slide up out of here. Fuck these bitch-ass niggas.
Alright, fuck it. Let's bounce. They all get into Lance's SUV, peel out of the parking lot, and head back to West Side. Scott and Ethan are lying on the pavement, hurting from the ass whooping they just got from Lance and Marlon. The police and an ambulance pull into the parking lot and get out. Gilberto and Christina walk up to Scott and Ethan. Gilberto kneels down.
Oh shit, it's Ethan and Scott. Who did this to you?
Ethan grunts in pain.
It was the Bulldogs. We were minding our business and they came out of nowhere and started the fight.
While Gilberto was talking to Ethan, Christina walks over to the neighbor who called 911.
So, can you tell me exactly what you saw happen?
This black ghetto trash came out of the car he was in and started arguing with Ethan and Scott. Then he started fighting Ethan. Then another one came from around the building and started fighting Scott.
Have you ever seen them before?
No, I have not, ma'am. They looked like your typical Springfield niggers.
The EMT checks both of them over and finds no broken bones, only deep bruises.
659 Westfield Street, LaCorey's Pizza.
After the beating Lance and Marlon put on Ethan and Scott, they stopped to get pizza and Tim's steak and cheese grinder.
The fuck was up with that? These motherfuckers came out of nowhere on some tag team shit.
Fuck them white boys. They just mad we serving they old customers. They lucky I ain't have my heat on me, or there would have been one less white boy.
They thought they was gonna do something, and that ass got beat.
We gotta tell Ryan about this when we get back to the spot. He ain't gonna like this shit.
Yeah, no doubt.
They order their food. They each get 2 slices of pizza. At LaCoy's, 1 slice of pizza is like a small whole pizza. They known for their massive pizza slices.
Yo, don't forget about this nigga's steak and cheese grinder.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot all about that nigga.
They sit down and wait for their order.
Scene 3.
Back at Shibley Court, Ethan and Scott are still talking to the police.
Do you want us to do anything about this, Scott?
No, we'll handle this ourselves.
Scott and Ethan get into Scott's car and head back home. It's going to be a quiet ride back. They get to their house and walk inside. Charlie and Brian are in the living room watching TV. They look up and see Ethan and Scott's faces.
What the fuck happened to you two? We ran into Lance, Shelley, and Marlon. They were in our town serving our customers.
We tried to get them out of there, and then a fight broke out.
Where the fuck are those bulldog pussies now?
They bailed up out of there when they heard the police coming. Fuck this shit, Scott. Those gutter ghetto bitches need to pay for this.
How do we do that?
Ethan walks up to his room. He pulls open the drawer in his dresser, picks up a 9mm, and then walks back downstairs. Ethan cocks back the 9.
Here's a way, Brian. We gotta stop acting like this ain't the way to go. I told you dudes before that we would have to step it up and add guns to this. We can't be out here ass naked without any guns. The drug game ain't for the weak.
Ethan is right. I didn't want to add guns to our operation, but now we got problems, and we need to be able to solve those problems if and when they need solving. Let me see what my dad can do. He knows the mayor in Westside, so I'm thinking he could pull a few strings and make it hard for them to operate there and here. Sounds like a plan to me, Charlie. Set that up. I'm gonna take a little trip to Springfield and get some more guns. I'm gonna see Eric. I know he can get us more firepower.
Sounds good to me, dude. West Springfield, LaCorey's Pizza.
Marlon, Shelley, and Lance get their orders and leave. They heading back to Elm Street to let Ryan know what happened when they went to Shibley Court. The heat is about to turn up this fall. They pull up to the spot, get out, and walk in.
Yo, we had to beat these white boys' asses out there.
What the fuck happened?
We pull into the parking lot, and I go in and serve Cheryl. When I come out, I see Marlon whooping Ethan's ass. I saw Scott about to try and jump Marlon, so I hit that nigga dead in his throat.
These bitches came out of nowhere too, talking about some "why you here in our town" talk, hoe-ass niggas.
I can't believe TCB really tried to run up on you niggas.
More like run up to get done up. They lucky we didn't need to take it to the gun on them soft-ass niggas, cause I would've ended one of them white boys.
Yeah, no need to take it to the gun with them boys. Speaking of the boys, I'm hearing Damien and Chad are on the prowl out here. So when we make any drops today, stay on your P's and Q's. You heard?
Shelley's pager goes off. It's Carlito, and he's going to need the 8-ball he gets from Shelley every day at the same time. Shelley walks into the kitchen, picks up the phone, and calls Carlito.
What's up, Chica? You ready for me, my friend?
Yeah, I'm ready for you. Give me a few and I head over to you. Same spot?
Yeah, same spot.
The phone call ends.
Yo, I'm about to go see this dude. I'll be back.
Alright, stay safe.
Shelley walks out of the house, gets into her Honda Accord, and heads out to see Carlito. Carlito is a local cokehead who's been copping 8-balls from Shelley for a while now. He's known by the West Springfield police and has been in trouble with the law many times, but that doesn't stop him. He don't give a fuck. He's got a thing for Shelley, but she ain't trying to hear none of that noise. She's all about them dead presidents and getting the fuck up out of there. She rides down Riverdale Street, drives past the Shell gas station, then takes a left on a Highland Avenue. There's a small apartment building with a small parking lot in front. She pulls in and parks. Shelley gets out and walks through the front door of the building. What she doesn't know is that the Dunkin' Donuts she passed while driving into the apartment parking lot has detectives Damien and Chad parked there. They watch Shelley drive past them, park, and get out.
You see that shit, fam? How could you not see it? The damn chrome was shining all up in the nigga's face, B. Don't that nigga called Lito live there?
Yeah, he does. So I know some bullshit is going on up in there. Let's wait till she leaves, then jack her little white ass up and see if she's dirty. And what if she's clean? Then we'll just pay Carlito a little visit and get some answers on who she is and who she runs with. Alright, say no more, my nigga.
Scene 4, Plainfield, the North End, Springfield.
Scott leaves Agawam and heads over to Springfield to get more guns from Eric. He know Eric can get whatever they need as far as guns go. I mean, it's Eric Reyes. The nigga can get anything. Scott drives over the North End Bridge, passes Razzle's nightclub, takes a left at the light, and rides up Washburn Street. Scott parks and walks up to the house, then knocks on the door.
Who the fuck is it?
It's Vanilla Ice. Open up, bro.
Eric opens the door.
God damn, it looks like you got your ass whooped by Mike Tyson. Nigga, did you even throw a damn punch?
Are you done? You gonna let me in or not?
Oh, all right, gangster. Step inside.
Scott sits on the couch, and once again, Eric sits in that same black leather recliner. Bro just won't toss it out.
The fuck happened to you?
That's none of your concern. My only question for you is, what kind of guns do you have?
Whoa, White boys stepping it up and getting strapped up. Well, like I told you before, Poppy, I got whatever you need. Follow me.
Eric stands up and walks upstairs while Scott follows. They both walk into a smaller bedroom, and Eric pulls back a mattress that's in the room. Underneath it is a Uzi, a Tech 9, and 4 9mm.
Holy shit, dude.
I told you, I got what you need.
Yeah, I see that. I'll take the Uzi and the 3 9s. I'll buy ammo too.
Alright, let's make this deal happen.
Eric gathers all the guns and ammo Scott needs. The crazy boys are about to enter a part of the game there's no turning back from. Once you add guns to the game, it changed everything.
I'll let all this go for $4,000.
No problem. Take $5,000 and keep the rest.
Scott hands Eric the $5,000. Eric puts everything into a black duffel bag and hands it to Scott.
What the fuck are you about to do with all that?
You'll see.
Highland Avenue, West Springfield, Carlito's apartment.
Carlito and Shelly are in the living room. Carlito likes to prolong their interactions because he likes Shelly. Shelly only deals with it because he pays top dollar, so she lets the little comment slide.
What's up, my snow queen?
What up, Carlito? I got what you need.
Baby, if you had what I needed, then you would be under them covers giving it to me.
You just won't give up, huh? I done told you 100 times I don't fuck the custies.
Damn, why you gotta be all cold-hearted? You don't know what you're missing out on over here.
Shelly looks around.
Yeah, I'm looking at what I'm missing right now, and it's telling me I'm dodging a bullet. Now give me the damn money.
Okay, Chica. I got the money for you.
Carlito pulls out the money and hands it over to Shelly. The deal is done. Shelly walks down the steps and outside the apartment building. Damien and Chad are watching her from their car.
There she go. She's a cute bitch too. Keep your head in the game, my nigga.
Shelly drive past Damien and Chad, unaware that they on the hunt. They pull off and follow Shelly down Riverdale Street. Shelly noticed she's being followed.
Hit the lights, my nigga.
Chad turns on the lights and hits the siren.
Pull the fuck over.
Shelly pulls over to the side of the road and rolls down her window. Chad and Damien get out of their cruiser and walk over to Shelly.
Me and my partner just observed you coming out of a known drug hotspot. You wouldn't happen to have nothing in this fucking car that you shouldn't have in it, do you?
Check this out. I don't give a fuck what you observed. I came to visit an old friend.
Bitch, watch your tone and get the fuck out your car.
Shelly gets out of her car and stands in front of their cruiser while they search her vehicle.
663 Main Street, the crazy boy's house.
Scott walks in after visiting Eric in Springfield. Brian, Ethan, and Charlie are all in the living room. They've been waiting for Scott to come back.
What did you get from Eric?
Scott puts the duffel bag on the table and takes out the guns.
Now that's what I'm talking about. With this new firepower, we can level out the odds on the battlefield.
I want that Uzi, Scott. Let me have that. Go ahead, bro. I had my eyes on one of the 9s anyway.
So, what's the plan with these, Scott?
We all know they like to hang out at the park by the river in Springfield. I say we creep up on them and let these motherfuckers have it.
I'm with you on that shit. Look what that monkey did to my face, dude.
Yo, Scott, let me use the Uzi for this.
As long as one of them ghetto motherfuckers dies, that's all I care about, Brian. What about my dad? You still want me to make that connection? Hold off on that until we do this. If there's a mistake, then we'll fall back on that. Till then, we don't need Daddy involved in this.
Riverdale Street, West Springfield.
Damien and Chad have been searching through Shelly's car and can't find a damn thing. You see, Shelly only brings what she needs. She never carries more than what's necessary for a sale. It's a rule she's had for herself since she got into the game.
Yo, Chad, this is a waste of time, bro. There's nothing here. This white bitch is clean.
Yeah, she may be clean today, but she's a dirty motherfucker every other day.
How's that search going for you boys?
Shut up, bitch.
Chad and Damien have no choice but to cut her loose. They didn't find a damn thing they could pin on her.
Today is your lucky day, ho. Don't think these lucky days will continue. Now get your snow bunny ass up out of my face.
Shut the fuck up, detective. You just mad your ugly ass can't get with something like this. Don't be mad at me, be mad at your mother.
Damien starts to move forward, but Chad stops him.
Back off, D. We don't need this shit right now. We'll get her another way, my nigga.
Shelly gets into her car and drives off.
Now let's go pay Carlito a low visit. He's got some answering he needs to do.
Scene 5. Agawam Police Department.
By now, everybody has heard about the fight at Shibley Court. Agawam is a small town, so word travels fast.
Sergeant James' office.
Detectives Williams and Ruiz are both in the office talking to Sergeant James about what happened.
So I'm hearing it was some fools from West Side that did that to Scott and Ethan.
The crazy boys are into some deep shit and might have bit off more than they can chew.
We just need to take them down a peg or two and slow they roll up.
Now you know those boys are protected by the mayor. I tried arresting Scott on the drug charge, but once it went to court, it was thrown out and the charge was dropped.
How the fuck can we police this town when the ones who run it won't let us?
It's the nature of the beast, Detective Williams. In the meantime, I want you two to do the best you can.
Ruiz and Williams get up and leave Sergeant James's office.
79 Elm Street, West Springfield, the Bulldog spot.
Shelly is on her way back to the crib after being pulled over by Damien and Chad. She was clean, but it still means the cops are sniffing around too close. Shelly walks into the house.
Yo, the boys just pulled me over. They went through my car and all that.
I told you to be on the lookout. Who pulled you over?
It was Damien and Chad.
West Side, Carlito's apartment.
Damien and Chad went back to Carlito's apartment to get some answers about who Shelly is and who she runs with. Damien and Chad walk up to the metal mailboxes in the hallway and see Carlito's name on one. They see that he's in apartment 10. They walk up the short flight of stairs and knock on the door.
Yo, who is he?
West Springfield Police. Open up the door.
Carlito scrambles to hide the 8-ball he just bought from Shelly earlier. Carlito opens the door.
What can I do for you boys?
Chad pushes his way in.
Move, my nigga, and sit the fuck down. We need to talk.
Nigga, who the fuck do you think you are? Coming up in my shit, telling me what to do.
Nigga, this all shit right now. Now be a good host and get me and my partner a goddamn beer. We thirsty.
Carlito has no choice but to oblige their demands. He goes into the kitchen, grabs 2 beers, comes back into the living room, hands them 2 Heineken bottles, and takes a seat.
Who the fuck was the snow bunny who left your place? And before you start telling stories, we saw her pull in and then pull out from here. So don't get cute with the reply.
I'm not talking to you clowns. Who the fuck do you think you are?
Ah, so you're not gonna talk, huh?
Chad takes out his gun, cocks it back, and places it on the coffee table.
Now listen to me, you fucking dumbass nigga. I don't have time for this tough guy shit. You either give up a name or I make it look like you raised up on me and my partner and I had to put 2 in your dome.
Aight, man. Aight. Her name is Shelly, and she rolls with the Bulldogs. They own a lot of territory in West Springfield.
When do you meet with her again?
Next week.
Good. Next time, you're gonna buy more than you normally do. And when she comes through, we'll handle it from there.
Yeah. Whatever the fuck you say, detectives. Now get the fuck out of my place.
Chad and Damien get up and leave. Before heading out, Chad turns around and says,
"We'll catch you later, little nigga."
Scene 6, Riverfront Park, Springfield. Time goes by and it's now late evening. The Bulldogs shake off Shelly being pulled over by Chad and Damien and head out to their favorite spot at Riverfront Park. It's a park that has a waterfront view of the Connecticut River. Ryan, Lance, Marlon, Shelly, Patricia, and Tim are all chilling and having a good time. The sun is setting and the heat is starting to calm down. They drinking and putting that good smoke in the air. Everything seems good until a black car drives up slowly. When it pulls into the parking lot, a person wearing a black ski mask and a black Wu-Tang shirt pops out of the window with an Uzi. Ryan just so happens to see this and yells out,
"Yo, take cover, my niggas."
They all scramble to take cover. Then shots ring out. Bullets rip through the air. It's chaos on West Columbus Avenue. The shooting finally stops and the car peels out, dips out of there, and crosses the Memorial Bridge. Ryan pokes his head up from behind the trunk of the car to see if the vehicle is gone. He then goes to check on his peoples. Everybody seems like they're good. He checks on Lance.
"You good, G?"
Yeah, I'm good, my nigga. Check on everybody else.
Ryan checks on Tim, and he's good. He checks on Marlon, and he's good too. Just a couple of scrapes. Shelly pops her head up from where she's lying on the ground.
Yo, bro, check on Patricia. She ain't moving.
Ryan rushes over to Patricia. She's lying face down on the ground. He rolls her over, and her eyes tell it all. Patricia has been shot in the stomach. She can barely speak, and she's losing a lot of blood.
These motherfuckers shot me. Help me, Ryan. Help.
End of chapter 1.
Well, now, look at that. Everybody thought fall was gonna cool things down, but all I'm seeing is the temperature rising. The crazy boys got embarrassed, guns hit the table, dirty cops are making moves, and the Bulldogs just found out the streets don't send warning letters before they collect. Patricia is fighting for her life, and somebody out there just changed the game with a burst from an Uzi. See, that's the thing about these streets, baby. The leaves may fall, the nights may get longer, but trouble never hibernates. I'll see y'all next chapter.